Hello, welcome back to my eBay bench. Today is April 14th. It's a Wednesday night, just past 8 o'clock. I had two early mornings yesterday and today. Yesterday I got up early to meet someone about the car that we were selling. He did purchase it, so that is now gone. So that was a good amount of money that came in. But we got money going out too. So today I had to get up early to meet the roofing crew. We're having a new roof put on. Um, so 2 days in a row I had to get up pretty early. I don't want to complain about it too much because these guys who did the roof were here at 7:30 this morning. They're still here now. It's just about 8:15, 10 after 8, something like that. I went to work and came home in less time than they've been here. So these guys have been working hard. So I'm not gonna complain about being tired, but I am tired. It's As far as eBay sales, it seemed like things were going to start picking up today. The early part of the day, we had 5 sales, which is unfortunately they're mostly relatively low value items, but the number that I'm used to is like between 5 and 10 sales every day. So let me turn this light on. So I thought that the last sale came in around 1 p.m. So I thought maybe this is the day when we're going to just get back to normal, but then no sales since then. So right now we've had 5 sales today. It's adding up to around $90 after we pay for shipping. Maybe that's going to be $25 or $30. Subtract from there, we're not going to have a hugely successful day today. Yesterday there were 3 sales. I packed up 2 items last night, and then overnight had another sale come in. That was a pretty cool Gremlins. It's like a Polish language Gremlins Snickers. So it's got all kinds of things going on. It's a coffee mug promoting Snickers and the movie Gremlins, and it's in Polish. So I did sell that for I sold it for $18.39. I only paid $1.62 for it. So not a huge sale, but it's a little bit of a boost to yesterday's dismal showing. So 3 sales yesterday. That was Tuesday. Today is Wednesday. That was Tuesday. Let's add those 3 to the tally board here. 1, 2, 3. So it looks like Tuesday's taking the lead right now. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40. Yeah, Tuesday's taking the lead. So we're keeping our eye on this for the next few months. I'm going to put these books. I got a few books here that are I've got the drafts written up for them. I just have to take photos. These are mostly religious books, Bible. This is like music book for church, Catholic Church, some kind of a, what do they even call it? Commentary on the New Testament. So they're not these aren't hugely valuable. I think the best one is this little red one is maybe worth $35 or $40. The others maybe $10 to $12 plus shipping on those. So not these aren't going to knock anything out of the park, but I'm going to get them out of the way, and then we're going to go ahead and start packing the 5 items that are going out tomorrow. So let's put this here, my photo station. I got all this stuff to take photos of. This jacket was here, fell down. So all that stuff's ready to take pictures of. So as soon as I get a chance to do that, I'll be doing that. But before we do that, we're going to get these orders out. So I'm going to pull them from the inventory and then get them packed up. So we might as well go ahead and get started. So hang on for 1 second and we'll be right back. Okay, we're back. I've got the eBay app opened up. We're going to just find these items and get them ready to go. So let's start at the bottom. Well, that's in the kitchen. We'll get that at the end. Let's start at the top. W6X. That's the top of this shelf over here, and it is this. This thing's going to be a little bit, I'm worried about this package being too long. This is like a car duster as seen on TV. W4C. I have these boxes here. I broke them down, and now they're kind of in the way of where I want stuff to be, but I'm gonna just make do. So I usually use this table to put these boxes on while I'm sorting through here. W4C. This is some tiny little milk bottle crates for a dollhouse or for a small car, like in one of those horse-drawn carriages, maybe. All right, let me get rid of these. I think I will put these boxes somewhere else. They're causing me anxiety, so let's get rid of them. Okay. Don't want to spend a lot of time tonight, so I want to get these 5 packages done as quickly as possible. Oh, this is a disaster. Okay, what's next? W5A. That's right here. This is some small tool in here we have to find. It's probably sunk down to the bottom. Oh, here it is. It's bigger than I remember. All right, next. LR5A. This has only been here for a couple of days. LR5A. Right here, some American Girl doll books. Okay, that's 4 items, and then the 5th one is in the kitchen. Okay, 5th one is over here somewhere. Right here. Okay. Whoops. Okay, might as well start with this. This is maybe I will take this out. I don't want to spend all day doing this packing, but this is I guess theoretically a book. It's like a pop-up little play set. So it all folds out, everything pops up. Then there's a train right in here. So it's inside this train station. And then you set it on here. It's like a little I don't know if it's battery operated or wind up, but it runs around this track and kids can read along with the story. There's a little characters inside this envelope to play with. So pretty cool. It's in pretty good condition. I don't think the train itself works. I got 2 of these at one unique thrift store, and I took a pretty low offer on this. It was already, I think I had it listed for about $20. It was already on sale at, I think, maybe 20% off. So it was down to like $14 or something like that, and then I got an offer of only $10, and that was first thing this morning. That offer came in, and as you know, sales have been unbelievably slow. So I just decided for only $10, I'm just going to take that. I'm just going to take that offer. So it's only $10. I probably paid $3 for it, so probably a bad buy and a bad sale. Who knows? I know I would have looked this up to see what the sell-through rate was, and I wouldn't have bought it otherwise. But sometimes things just don't sell as well as you assume they will, or believe they will. So anyway, that's a book going out to somebody. A book and a play set. I don't know when that came out. It was like past my time. I never saw that before. I am a big fan of Richard Scarry from when I was a kid, and it seems kind of in that vein. It doesn't have the characters that Richard Scarry has, but it is pretty cool. All right, we got a bunch of labels on this box we need to cover. Let's cover that one. Cover this one. Shoot. Okay, cover that. Where's my gold marker? Choo Choo. I'm just going to write in here Choo Choo. And how much does it weigh? 2 pounds even. 2.0. Okay. 15 by 12 by 3. 15, 12, 3. And where did I put my phone? In my pocket. This is going to a buyer with the initials of MB. So we'll match up the shipping label to those initials once everything is finished here. Okay, now these American Girl books. This only got listed yesterday. I had these and another big stack. I know I got them for free, and I remember I made a video about where I got them from, but right at this moment I cannot remember where they came from. Let's see. I don't have any notes in my. I usually put it in the custom SKU field on eBay, but I did not do that this time, so I'm not sure where these came from. I'm just going to stretch wrap this so the books don't come out of the slipcase. So, Kirsten, An American Girl. This is all 6 books. I think these are from 1994 or something like that. These, again, I took an offer on these today. I had them listed only for $24 for this set. $24.99 or $23.99, something like that. And then the offer came in $22. I don't like to take offers on something that's brand new. Like this only got listed yesterday. So I usually like to give things a chance to get their full value. But again, you know, things have been so slow, I cannot be turning money down. So I took that $22 offer. I'm sure I could have gotten another $2 or $3 off of it if I had just stuck by my guns, but it didn't seem like it was worth it. So I do have another big stack of American Girl dolls books they're not in a set like that. It's like 2 or 3 from one girl, 2 or 3 from another. I think there's like maybe 11 or 16 books. Can't remember for sure. But I hope somebody comes and buys those as quickly as this one. I don't normally sell. You know, I do pay attention to sell-through rates, and I'm trying to buy stuff that will sell quickly, but I don't typically sell stuff the first day or the second day that I list it. It's not uncommon for me to have stuff sitting in my shop for a year before it sells. Okay, American Girl. That weighs 2 pounds, 13 ounces. I'm just going to put 3 pounds. 10 by 8 by 5. And it's going to KB in Ohio. Okay, there we go. One more down. Let's see if we can go a little quicker. This is some kind of a tool. It's called a punch lock clamp master hose clamp tool. I have no idea what it does, and it is missing the... There should be something like a cotter pin to keep this from coming off. Maybe something else. So I hope the buyer recognized that missing piece and will not want to send it back, because I do not want to take it back. I got this. I went to a Goodwill that I don't typically go to. That's a little bit out of my rotation. You know, it's kind of far away from me. But I was in the area for some reason. I went to this Goodwill. And while I was trying to find it, I just drove by a store that just had a generic big sign up on it that just said Thrift. Thrift. No, nothing else. So I decided to go in there, and the guy working there was like, don't worry about the prices on anything. If you see something you want, just let me know and we'll come to an arrangement. And this tool, he sold me for $1, $1 single dollar. I got some other stuff there, and it was a similar thing. Like, he was selling it to me much lower than the prices that were listed on stuff. So I got this tool for $1. I didn't really even know what it was, and I certainly didn't know that it was missing the part until I got it home. But I wrote it all up in the description here that it's missing this piece. So hopefully it's not going to come back to bite me. I have a sneaking suspicion it will. I only sold this for $9.99, so it's not like, you know, this is not a huge sale. But when things have been as slow as they are lately, any kind of return, when you only make $30 in a day, getting a return for... That's only £1. Getting a return for $10 is a big hit. $9, 9 inches, 6 inches, 4 inches. 9 by 6 by 4, and this is going to MB in Illinois, not too far away from here. Okay, that's 3. Next up, 20 miniature milk bottle crates, model railroad dollhouse. I don't know if you can see these or not. It's got, it's like, you know, looks like wooden crates, and then it has milk bottles in each one. There's like a little tweezer that comes with it to help you place things wherever you go. So I don't know if it's for model railroad. I don't know exactly what it's for, but I know people like dollhouse stuff, so I picked this up. I think probably quite a while ago. Let's see how long it's been. So that was purchased at... This came from an estate sale. So it says I paid $2.50 for it. There's no way I would have paid $2.50 for that. So that's probably a situation where I came home. I spent a certain amount of money there, and I came home and then just divided the amount I spent by the number of items I picked up, and then just assigned those cost of goods to each of those items. So it says I paid $2.50. I would guess I didn't pay more than $1 for these in reality, but we'll call it $2.50. It that was in exactly a year ago. Today's the 13th. That was May. Today's the 14th. That was on May 13th of last year. So this has been sitting here for a year. Luckily, it's small, doesn't take up much space. It's going to be easy to ship. So I paid $2.50 for it. I sold it for $14.39 plus shipping. After a year, we're going to make $10. I don't know what these yellow stickers are. Amazon uses these colorful stickers, and they usually pop right off if you want them to. They use a very weak adhesive. I hear Pineapple upstairs barking like crazy, so that either means I left the front door open so that roofing crew would know that I was home. If they needed to get a hold of me, which they're not going to be able to do if I'm down here in the basement. But anyway, he's barking like crazy, so hopefully that means they're packing up and leaving. I hope they finish the job. The guy, the foreman or whatever. What is this? Bottles? The foreman told me that they would hope to get done today, but that is a bigger job than some. 5 ounces, 6 ounces, and that they might have to come back tomorrow. But if they're done today, they did stay pretty late. I mean, that's a 13 or 14 hour day. Oh, okay, 9 by, is this the same? 9 by 6 by 4. And this is going to MP. Whoops, South Carolina. So I think that's probably a dollhouse thing. Dollhouse collector, that's my guess. All right, finally, will this fit? No, not even close. I knew I had this box here and I was hoping it would be the perfect size, but it's about, I don't know, 8 inches too short. All right, what do I have? It needs to be under 22 inches long, which this one is definitely not. I'm not sure if this thing is even under 22 inches. No, it's quite a bit over. 20, this is going to be 25 inches. This is going to end up going UPS, I'm pretty sure. In that case, I was going to make this box smaller, but since I'm going to be doing it to UPS, I'm not even going to worry about it. I don't like to make a special trip. Well, it'll go FedEx probably, but I don't like to make a special trip there for something. This is the original California car duster. It's just basically a little dust mop that came from a local thrift store. Originally, it was a as seen on TV type of a deal. I'm not sure. I know some of that stuff has like a cult following. And this thing maybe is that sort of a thing. You think most of that as seen on TV stuff is just junk, but some of those older items, people are really interested in buying them. And this one looks pretty old. I couldn't really tell you how old it is, but it looks pretty old. Maybe even 80s. Okay, I want to pack this pretty tight because of this long stretch. The lid is going to want to bend in on itself. See how much that sinks in. So I want to put, because it doesn't have, I mean, these flaps are very short. So let's just try this. Still needs more in there. Okay. As soon as I'm done with this, I'm gonna cut the camera and then enter in all of these weights and measurements into eBay and buy the shipping labels, and then I'll come back and we'll go over what kind of profit we made today, which is gonna be, I'm gonna say right now, $62. That's my guess where we're gonna end up at. Okay. 2 pounds, 7 ounces. This is car brush. I can't remember what it's called already. California something. It's 3 pounds. This thing is too long for my measuring mat, so we're going to use a tape measure. 29 and a half, so 30 by 8 by 6. And who's the buyer? JJ. Dynamite. That's going to be this is the best sale of the day, and it's like $25. $25.99 plus shipping. The other things are like $14, $10, $22, and $10. So not the best possible sales day, but we're just gonna keep doing it and see how long it takes for things to get back on track. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put all this info into eBay, and then we'll be right back. Okay, we're back. We're putting in. We're printing the labels right now. Should be coming out here any second. And then while that's happening, let's go over these incredible sales we had today. So, okay, this is the Choo Choo book, vintage pop-up Choo Choo book we made after shipping labels and everything. Exactly $5. That's questionable whether it's worth it, but $5. Next up, the American Girl doll, American Girl books, going to KB, and that ended up $18.93. Okay, this little tool, punch lock clamp master P38 is going to MB, and it brought in $7.27. 20 miniature milk bottles in crates going to MP, not to be confused with MB. Pulled in $11.50. And then finally, well, I forgot I wanted to do this. Well, probably going to get a adjustment on this, but I accidentally bought the label through USPS, and I don't feel like voiding it and going back and trying to fix it. So that car brush brought in $16.74. So the total for today, I was guessing that it was going to be $62, and I was wrong. $59.44. So even less than I thought. I was guessing low, and it's even less than that. So things could be better in the eBay world for me right now, but for now, it seems like this is how it is. I do have a series of sales that are progressively more, as items are older, the sales get progressively steeper. So the maximum I'm offering is 40% off stuff that's around a year old. And those sales are coming to an end on Friday night at midnight. So it seems like sometimes as those sales get closer to the end, I think eBay puts up a little thing that says this sale is only good for another 24 hours, another 10 hours, another 8 hours, 6 hours, whatever. And hopefully that makes people feel like they need to hurry and buy these things, and then maybe we'll get some more sales before the weekend, but we'll see. Right now, I'm going to go to USPS website and request a porch pickup, and then put these packages out for my carrier to pick up tomorrow morning. And then we'll see if these sales, the end of these sales, bring in any more orders tomorrow. I'm not holding my breath, but I am hopeful that something good will start happening. So for now, we're done here. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you again soon.